chamber. How many teachers do you have?
You are welcome.
How many teachers do you have on this program?
On my we have got 12.
Well, thank you very much, Priscilla. I am coming to you from Sacred Hearts Boys Primary School here in Bugonga, in Entebbe Municipality, Wakiso District. Of course, when we know the industrial action by the arts teachers is still continuing to bite, and from the yesterday's submission by the Minister for ICT, Chris Barriomos, that they have until 30th for these teachers to see that they have returned to school, and actually the ministry tasked the district education officers, among other officials, local government officials, to be inspecting. And earlier in the morning, we also went to some of these schools where we reached. There were no teachers, and interacting with the learners who were there. Some they stopped having lessons on 14th, some 15th, but generally the municipal council has also been visiting some of these schools, and UNATO branch of Entebbe was also into these schools to rally their people to stand by their word. And I also, just like you saw in the morning show, interacting with the chairman Entebbe. But here this time I have the district education officer for Entebbe municipality, Madam Joyce Nalubega, to just make us understand what she has found on ground in as far as how this inspection is concerned. Good afternoon and welcome to NTV.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you, Ivan.
Yeah, what have you found on ground? I've seen you in many schools trying to do the roll call. How far with this? What is the picture like on ground?
The scenario in Entebbe is in about 3 categories. There are schools of the forces that are operating. There are schools that are strong foundation bodies supported by parents that are operating. But there are also our schools of the UPE that are completely not operating. Some teachers have tried to turn because of the minister's call for all teachers to report for duty, but there is no learning taking place. Children are in class. We have interacted with learners. They do not have work for the previous 1-2 weeks and work for today. They are actually getting tired of the scenario.
You are compiling a list of these people who are not teaching in class. We want you to paint for us that picture. How many are these people? Because you have until 30th to make this.
How many of these teachers are in class? According to every school that we visit, the attendance of teachers differs. For example, in Chadwich Namati, all the 18 government-aided teachers on payroll are there, but there is no single lesson for any of the classes, save for primary 7, which they have considered as a critical class. And having a humanitarian heart for teaching, teachers are trying to support them. But the rest of the classes, pure no learning is going on. We are here now in Bugonga Boys Primary School. You have seen children eating mangoes on the road, and the teachers are not in the school. We have 12 teachers on this payroll, save for the administrators who are in the school. So my call in summary, parents are getting tired of this scenario. Their children are not learning. The learners themselves are getting disinterested of the scenario, getting them by the gate, as you can view, not learning. For us as administrators, we are trying to respond to call to the government's call to have teachers in class.
Okay, for time reasons, we will leave it here, but thank you very much for making time to speak to us.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, Priscilla, that is the picture you can get on ground, but like I earlier said, I have been to many of these schools, and when you reach there, the number keeps dropping day by day. The teachers are still, some we've found there, are maintaining their word. They will not go to class. Government still insists. There is an ultimatum that was given yesterday by the minister until 30th that the roll call is being made, and actually the DEO is the person who is in charge of these roll calls, and as she's moving around, she's checking on some schools. You have no sign that there is a day or they're operating, so that gives you an indication that where we are going, it is an image I can't paint, and you can't pay it as well. But we hope the two parties will sit down and agree, because as the municipal council, education chiefs are rallying teachers to go and teach, make roll calls. UNAT is saying, no, you don't need to be here, let's stand in solidarity, and the two parties are defying on that matter. We wait for what response will come from above. We are still on ground. That's what I can tell you for now. Good afternoon to you and our audience.